Hello, dear all. In this discussion, we are going to learn what do you mean by aphorisms. So, what is aphorism? It is also defined as a statement of truth or opinion expressed in a concise manner. A concise statement of a scientific principle, typically given by a classical author. An aphorism is a pithy, it has lot of meaning in it. An observation which contains a general truth. So, if you are expressing the definition of any law, it is called as aphorism. It conveys the moral or philosophical idea they hold to be universally true. It is applied to philosophical, moral, and literary principles. So, a statement which contains the law, which contains the meaningful words, is called as aphorisms. What do you mean by organon of medicine? So, first, let's say what is organon? It is an instrument of thought, especially a means of reasoning, a system of logic, a method of scientific work. And what is medicine? Medicine is the science or practice of the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of disease. And medicine here, the meaning implied is not anything drug, but it is a science of diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of disease. So, what is the source of the word organon? The word was first used by Aristotle. He was great Greek philosopher. His span of life is from 384 to 312 BC. His various treatises on logic were summed up under the common title Organon. Then Lord Francis Bacon used this word organon. The lifespan is from 1561 to 1626 AD. Dr. The Lord Francis Bacon wrote a book on logic in Latin named Novum Organum, means new organon, and the second volume of Instauratio Magna. So it is also defined as a statement of truth or opinion expressed in a concise manner. What do you mean by philosophy? The study of fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence is philosophy. The study of the theoretical basis of particular branch or knowledge or experience. So here in homeopathy, the law is stated and it is having the full meaning of exact truthful words, and the study of the theoretical basis of this homeopathic science is nothing but comes under the concept of philosophy. Hence, organon of medicine is nothing but it describes the meaningful statements which are truthful, which are based on logic, and the study of the theoretical basis of the scientific principles of homeopathy. A philosophy is a theory or attitude that acts as a guiding principle for behavior. It is study of principles. So what is the history of aphorisms? Dr. Hahnemann might have referred to Lord Bacon's book Novum Organum, the second part of his Instauratio Magna. It was written in aphoristic style. Aphorisms are like paras. Next aphorism is connected to the previous. And most important point also, they are in a sequential manner. So further, the will throw light on the history. Dr. Hahnemann wrote 6 editions of Organon of Medicine. Why? Because he was a person of a scientific genius. He continued his research throughout his life, updated the knowledge of research in various editions. Precursor of Organon was published in 1805. The name of the book is Medicine of Experience. First edition of Organon of Medicine was published in 1810. It contained 271 aphorisms and has the title Organon of Rational Art of Healing. It contained Gallard's poem. Second edition was published in 1819. It contained 318 aphorisms and actually 3 were removed. So actually 315 aphorisms and the name was Organon of Healing Art. Dr. Hahnemann wrote the words Ode Sapere in the first page of this edition, means dare to be wise. He wrote third edition of Organon of Medicine in 1824 which contained 320 aphorisms. So here 2 aphorisms were added. Fourth edition was published in 1829 and here there were 292 aphorisms. Fifth edition was published in 1833. It contained 294 aphorisms. And lastly, sixth edition was published in 1842. It contains 291 aphorisms. This edition was published in 1921. So Gallard's poem is written in first edition. So what is it? The truth we mortals need, us make to bless and keep, the all white slightly covered, but did not bury deep. He wrote Ode Sapere means dare to be wise in second edition. So the meaning of this Gallard's poem is that the man is the continuous search of truth, and this truth is we are mankind is blessed by the discovery of this truth. The truth lies just nearby us and we have to just discover, keep our eyes open to discover this truth. Hence the discovery of law of similars, Dr. Hahnemann is connected to the Gallard's poem. In the second edition, he wrote Ode Sapere means dare to be wise. So, the man of scientific genius was having the dare to give his new system of medicine, homeopathy, to the world. Hence, he said, dare to be wise in second edition onwards. Now, let's see the application of Organon. Organon of Medicine teaches us the fundamental principles of homeopathy. The mission of homeopathic physician, concept of disease in homeopathy related to dynamic aspect, that is the existence of vital energy is accepted. Concept of health disease cure is discussed. Causes of diseases in homeopathy are considered as fundamental causes, that is miasms, psora, psychosis and syphilis. The concept of understanding the sickness of the individual is by constructing the totality of symptoms which is necessary for selection of simillimum. Then case taking in homeopathy is discussed. The experiment of drug proving how it is done scientifically in homeopathy is described. Then judicious employment of homeopathic medicines is given. Further posology, LM potency, remedy reactions, second prescriptions, importance of diet and regimen is discussed in the Organon of medicine. So all the fundamental principles are discussed in this book. Thus, it prepares the homeopathic physician to learn the fundamentals of homeopathy, to practice this great healing art. It is the natural science, so it is the gift to humanity as the greatest healing art. It is the only system of medicines which cures. Organon teaches us scope and limitations of homeopathy. The detailed discussions on fundamental principles of homeopathy, case taking, drug proving, pharmacy aspect is given in detail by Dr. Henneman in the Organon of Medicine. Thank you.